If you are afraid of spiders, you probably don't want to know where the biggest of them live. There are over 46,000 spider species spread across the continents of the world except for Antarctica. They come in various shapes and sizes, with a handful of them dangerous to humans. Scientists believe that without them, the human race would face famine. Therefore, with standing or sitting ovation, I'm glad to introduce the 10 biggest spiders in the world. Number 10. Camel Spider. What the camel spider lacks in toxicity, it makes up for in size. Found in warm shrublands and deserts in all continents except Australia, this mammoth spider isn't venomous. It is the stuff of legends, as its ferocious look can scare any average human. It takes bravery to stand and stare if you eventually see one. During the 2003 Iraq War, news broke that the camel spider ate sleeping soldiers and camels. Therefore, they were tagged dangerous. While there is an ounce of truth in the claims, it wasn't as bad as everyone painted it. These anthropoids use their digestive fluids to liquefy their victims' flesh. Since their jaws were 1/3 of their 15-centimeter body, it was easy for them to get a hold of their victims. They are not dangerous to humans as their bites do not result in fatalities. However, be ready for a painful bite you may never forget so soon. While their body length is about 7 centimeters, their leg span is almost 15 centimeters. Number 9. Hercules Baboon Spider. You'll find the Hercules baboon spider in some parts of Africa. They are hailed for being aggressive and enormous. Unfortunately, they have not been sighted in the wild since 1900, and you can guess why. It was last captured in Nigeria and taken to London's Natural History Museum. The specimen in the museum gives us a fair idea of what this spider was up to in its days. Researchers say its name is derived from the resemblance between their legs and a baboon's finger. Its closest relative is the king baboon spider, but the latter is relatively smaller than the former. While the king baboon spider lives in East Africa, the Hercules baboon spider prefers the luxury of West Africa. It digs into grassland soil and weaves webs across its burrows to catch unsuspecting prey. This spider species measures up to 9 centimeters in size and boasts a leg span of up to 28 centimeters. Number 8. Brazilian Salmon Pink Birdeater. You can easily deduce their location judging from its name. The Brazilian salmon pink birdeaters are found in the rainforests of Brazil. Young ones are pink all over their bodies, which earned them the title Pink Birdeater. This spider would most likely stay in a quiet environment devoid of noise and disturbance, but would react when disturbed. If an animal or human provokes it, it is ever ready to deliver a bite with its 2-centimeter fangs, comparable to what a cat has. Thankfully, this bite isn't poisonous and doesn't pose a threat to life. Pet breeders consider them worthy pets because they are beautiful and don't pose lots of environmental disruption. It makes more sense to learn that they breed freely even while in captivity, thereby giving more reasons to humans to adopt them as pets. They also don't spin extensive burrows or webs, unlike other species. This spider has a body size of up to 18 centimeters and a leg span of about 25 centimeters. Number 7. Goliath Birdeater Tarantula. What did you hear about the world's most enormous tarantula? Maybe you haven't heard about it before now. Well, the Goliath Birdeater is the biggest tarantula in the world. It weighs about 175 grams, thereby making it the heaviest spider on the globe. These creatures live in the rainforests and swamps of northern South America. Even though they're called bird-eaters, they don't eat birds. Rather, they prey on lizards, frogs, mice, rats, and other invertebrates. It is not as merciful as some of its counterparts, as it delivers a venom comparable to a wasp sting. They defend themselves by rubbing their hair together to make a hissing noise capable of being heard from a few meters away. It now behooves you to stay away from them whenever you hear the sound. When threatened, they rear up on their hind legs and reveal their fangs. Better still, they immediately fire their barbed hairs at attackers. The hair could get into the skin and eyes, causing irritation for days. This mammoth measures up to 12 centimeters in length and boasts a leg span of about 28 centimeters. Number 6. Brazilian Wandering Spider. The Brazilian wandering spider is the second creature from Brazil to grace this list. It is not the biggest in this entry, but it is undoubtedly the scariest. Also called the banana spider, this creature looks like a tarantula even though it isn't one. Well, you'll change your mind about them after realizing that tarantulas aren't venomous nor out to get you. This animal isn't a joke, as it made it to the Guinness Book of World Records in 2010 as the world's most venomous spider. Guinness is yet to include a category for aggressiveness, but when it does, the Brazilian wandering spider is sure to get the recognition for that. While in its natural habitat, this spider eats giant insects, lizards, and mice. Like most of the fearsome predators in the wild, they wander about searching for food. Although it hails from South America, they can travel as far as Oklahoma in search of food. Don't be surprised if you see them thousands of miles away from home. This spider is said to kill within 2 hours, plus it results in a 4-hour erection for men. Of all the animals to encounter in the wild, this is the worst. This species measures 5.9 inches or more. Number 5. Face-sized tarantula. You were probably told that tarantulas live only in Central and South America. Yes, everyone believed this premise until further investigation proved otherwise. The face-sized tarantula lives in abandoned buildings in Sri Lanka and India since it has adapted to deforestation. Modernization and industrialization chased them from their original habitat, but rather than go extinct, they took to abandoned facilities to make a new home. Their scientific name is Poecilotheria, translated into English to mean spotted wild beast. They love eating snakes, rodents, lizards, and birds. You can tell that they're a threat to prey, judging by their 8 inches size and ferocious look. The face-sized tarantula has a daffodil yellow band on its legs and a touch of pink band around its body. Until 2002, we didn't know about this arthropod, and scientists are convinced that more similar species could be roaming northern Sri Lanka. However, it is dangerous for them to explore the location given the crisis in the area. Number 4. White Lady Huntsman. If you ever find yourself in the dunes of the Arab Valley of Israel and Jordan, you should watch out for the White Lady Huntsman spider. This creature is hard to miss owing to its 5.5-inch leg span. You would easily sight them from meters away and be conscious of how you go about your daily routine. The need to expand agricultural land and salt mining remains the primary threat to this arthropod's survival. This nocturnal spider builds homes in the sand where it hides from predators. These makeshift shelters protect some of the largest spiders in the world. They'll gladly wait in their burrows until a wandering prey gets close. When they feel the vibration of footsteps in the sand, they rise to the occasion and do the needful. The White Lady Huntsman spider is most active during the hottest part of the year, even though they prefer to move around at night. They detest strutting around under the sun, despite their white color glowing in the sun. Number 3. Colombian giant redleg tarantula. The Colombian giant redleg spider's leg is a whopping 7 inches. It lives in Colombia and parts of Brazil. It is the bright reddish-orange hairs on its legs that earned it the exalted title of redleg. While males have a shorter lifespan of only 4 years, females could live up to 20 years. When they encounter a threat, they become nervous and start bobbing up and down. If the danger is persistent after the display, it uses the hidden thorny spikes on the back legs to signify danger. Woe betides that unfortunate victim if it doesn't flee, because the fangs would automatically be activated for a bite. Juvenile males display a total threat pose just the way a world baboon tarantula would. It is even weird to learn that these seemingly bold species are also unpredictably skittish and bolt to safety with high speeds. Watch out for that move the next time you see them. And on to our best pick. A subscriber sent this video to us because he was confused about the content. Like him, if you find something disturbing, send it to us and we'll be glad to act on it. Number 2. Giant Huntsman Spider. The giant huntsman spider is currently the biggest the world has ever seen, with a leg span of 12 inches, and no other anthropoid comes this close. Rather than build a spider web to catch its prey, it goes for them and hunts them down. Although they are travelers and have been spotted in various locations, they live in caves in Laos. This has been their native habitat for ages. They were only discovered in 2001 and had striking similarities with crabs. For instance, they have twisted joints and move just like crabs. If you dig deep into decaying wood around their habitat, you'll likely find them solemnly hidden in them. When they spot their prey, they move up to 3 feet in a second. This spider's mating ritual is an elaborate one, and many animals are envious of them. Females lay up to 200 eggs at once and place them in a sac-like cocoon. She guards it fiercely until after 3 weeks when it is due for hatching. She then tears the cocoon open and spends time with the spiderlings for several weeks before departing. Number 1. King Baboon Spider. The king baboon spider is a bronze-colored animal gradually turning into a popular choice of household pets these days. Don't be too quick to adopt them because they are not as friendly as they look. These spiders are notorious for high aggression as they are quick to bite without issuing any warning. They also do not lack the correct dose of venom to keep predators away from them permanently. When in the wild, they go for their prey and devour them once they're caught. As pets, they are fed tiny mice, crickets, and beetles. Although they are not as big as their cousins in South America, they are possibly the largest spiders in Africa. If an 8-inch spider doesn't raise dust, I wonder what will. King baboon spiders also have to worry about becoming prey themselves, as baboons love to eat them. The savannas of East Africa serve as host to this unique creature. Even if you are not scared of spiders, these 10 species will send chills down your spine. Which of these creatures would you rather meet should the opportunity show up? Would you mind telling us in the comment section below?